Hello and welcome y'all. I'm Michael here to show you more Wobbledogs and more game development. That's the one that we're also doing as well. Let's go. Next shot's coming to those. Yeah, I forgot about that one. I forgot to meet that side of the lands. If everybody says me correctly, I gotta fix something around here. There it is. I'm trying to put on water. Need a better work. Don't know what episode. So it's funny. I ended up making it through almost through the week. I guess I have made it through the week. Waking up, was it 3:30 in the morning? It's been an experience. I don't know, I found it really, it's been really working well with like something like YouTube. Yeah, no one. Might make this 1.5. I gotta knock all this down at 0.9. Oh, I need that to be 2 anyway. 2 is better. Oh, I'm talking about. No. It is at 2. So you and I the I think we said small place start. Something in the milk must be annoying me. Or something at my lunch, but I don't think so really. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm doing the water. So right now I'm doing the water jugs to get them working. I just thought about if I set up a way so I could get rid of all the stuff down here, because when I was playing around the toy system, usually end up hitting by that. Nope, I don't want to play it. Excuse me. There we go. Oh, okay. You just lock it down there, and it's just like, nah, you can't even select me. And I'm just like, what the hell? I wanted to select you, so I wanted to lock you down there, so then move you every time I try to select you. Can't even see its bloody name. I hate it. Yeah, why the heck could I not even see its name? I'm bloody hell, I can't remember what I'm named, and I'm dyslexic as well. Come on. Off to a good start with this. Yeah, I think I'm better off making it to like a type of a way, I think it's specifically called. But unlike the inventory system where they uses, I think packs things, seems like objects I needed to use the nodes, so I needed to change the type of thing I want to keep in there. And I think I can do that because something that I encountered when playing around when I was trying to get the inventory system to be more efficient, I ended up encountering something like that. Oh, I haven't done the sugar wheat jam job. Whoops. Oh, so I haven't done it all yet. Here we go. And then we just drag everything in here. So let's go jam. I've done everything over here. Blood apple, I think this one is. Is it? Yeah. Where's blood apple? So we got blood apple down there. Bush. Boom. Fire jump. I'm surprised I didn't have an encounter the problem yet. Midnight berry. There we go. I'm surprised I went this long without encountering it. I am. For sure I'll win this down and write all this code down in another video too when I win it all like this. There we go. This one is just gonna be white. So awful with code. I don't like this one specifically. Small feeling that probably like one of those big dogs when it comes to a lot of code and it has to be really nice. I really like doing like I don't know about you guys out there, but for sometimes with pixel art, it's really cool doing these little icons like that. I really like doing these little icons like this, like the biscuits and all like yeah. It's really cool to do that sometimes. I mean, after a while doing it for a long period of time, you get bored, but it is. I always find it really cool doing small ones like that. Little icons. I guess I do enjoy all the type of art styles, but little stuff like that is always really cool to do. Because the trees in there was always been fun to do. I have to get the player animators on the track. Oh yeah, we also added milk bottles. You guys like my my sheep and cow bottles for the milk? I don't know if they will be permanent. The milk might come out for something else, but there will be milk. Because I've been trying to make camel slice, and then that leads to milk, that led to the jugs, and I decided, let's make water jugs. And then I've been adding the water jugs, and trying to get the water jugs to be working efficiently to what I desire. And then it's time to add the water jugs sooner or later. I mean, it's mainly trying to add it here, like get the ability to get the water jug. So if we go pick up the jug, because I didn't want like you press it and it gives you a water jug. I wanted to do this. Okay, yeah, tapping you bad. Yep. Then you go and just chuck it in there. Although it doesn't really work. For a pretty good reason. I also figured out how to get rid of that little bug where it eats all of my items as well. But it does become more whiting. I think it is generally okay. So we can add a new element. See how we can add all this in. So as long as we can add in a node, which what it will be. So an object, it will be an object of what it is right then and there. See, we can add an object right now. That's already built. So we could just drag an object into here and all that. Move it. And I think that's how we do it. And then we move the stuff from them. Clear the whole thing out. I think that'd be the best course of action with that one. I do want to finish. Before we get started with Wobbledogs, I do want to finish up the water. So soon I'll start doing like the tablets here, which I've just had to realize yesterday I have to probably make more textures for the camera displays, and then we go do this displays down here. Customers will probably come in later. I feel like. If anything was to come in later, it'll be that. Things that's more of a luxury. I feel like. Because I do want to get a basic demo with not everything in it to see how the game feels, and then put on like on Itch as well. Get some of you guys get play it, see how you feel about the feel of it. Because I want the game to be complicated, but I don't want it to be annoying complicated. And that's the reason why I know one thing I want to do is all that hotbar in there, so you can carry more. And then eventually, currently the 5 stacks, I gotta upgrade that number to where it's higher, and then make that more efficient. So I feel like that I need to work in higher numbers to make the cooking process feel a bit more, worthwhile doing. Because when you bake a lot. And then I need to also figure out when chopping to be able to chop all what you have in hand. Because when you work in those bigger numbers, it's harder to chop one thing at a time. I think I just have to, when chopping, just access the item specifically, I think, maybe. I think I'm going about it the right way. Maybe here's where we want to go. We got distracted. Might still have to put... I guess not really, no. Be alright. That'd be 17. If so you do need like the item type for like phone thing as well. So sometimes you got it. Sometimes here you can use the name, but I do feel like sometimes you end up using the item type as well. Like I feel like the item type is the names for anything smaller. If I need that specific item type, see how the biscuits are a good example of something smaller. And for the water, I use the name trap as well. Well, when you're filling up the water, the empty jug, and then it fills that up. For something like the flour, uses type, because that it has to use the type because I want it to be counted as flour in general. I know I'm gonna end up eventually. I might put it all in the flour or water. Or I could do that now. I could put flour, I could put water and milk underneath the same category. Or not really milk, but liquids. Like that as well. I might do that. The reason why I say that is because you can usually use water in replacement of milk and milk in replacement of water and same things. Same with your alternative milks and all that. You could probably even dump tea in there, let's be honest here. Speaking of which, I got not Bushman, the Australian Vectors tea with us today. Where's the, oh yeah, little dogs in the little case thing I ended up getting. Little doggies didn't want to be on my keyboard. And little patches ended up being on my chair. I have to show you guys more photos of them. I don't think I've updated that in a while. You probably want to see more photos of the little buggers. Oh, we can put anything. Okay, maybe I'm done then. So we can go back here and see. I don't think anything I do with the sync. I just relied on name, if I am not mistaken. Oh yeah, I had to do like that, but not really needed. I can get away with that. I just set it up like that as well. Bit of a pain in the ass because I wanted to like eat everything on demand. When I said like that, I tried to like make it go do its own thing, like own function, but then it still did similar things. So I'm like, oh god, are you kidding me, bastard? So then I just leave it in with the main one. I might have to eventually separate it, won't I? Don't know. I have to see how the game goes. The game begins fun. I don't think the games are really. I think it's pretty effective. So. Oh yeah. What I did this one is basically put on when it comes to that. I'm pretty sure that I probably can get away with lag if I needed to, like separate it into its own function. I feel like it could. But hey, it's there now. I need actually. Well, I'm at the wrong one. No wonder I didn't really find it, when I was looking. Here we go. So I'll make it a milk. It's called milk now. Whether you like it or not, it's called milk. We're committed because, well, I don't want to change the name of it, and I'm a lazy bugger. So the water would be considered the same as milk, right? Hmm. We'll also have to do later on. There's some things that can't have water in it specifically as well. But for now, that's all right. Oh, I can have over here. You see, let's go here. So I'll do this. Something like that, maybe. Because I think I can, like, similar to what I did to the flour, separate it off later. So then some recipes just like, especially what I want to do in this here, the stove top. I made that as well, if you haven't seen it. It looks really cool. Made this one over here, and then you got the bits on the side. That's my second try at it. First try didn't look that nice. But I want specifically, sometimes you want specifically milk for something. Itself. And I do hope to add in, I didn't think about it until now. What about that? Or milk, or like different types of non-alternate milks as well, seeing as you can make unlimited. Oh, I should make macadamian. Ash is gonna really like that. And it's really my sister's been really getting into is macadamian. So now let's go to Wobbledogs. I know, I feel a bit exhausted. Probably because I spent all morning on that. Oh, you guys are gonna be stalking on the demos. Oh no. You guys are now seeing my demo list. This is a bit wild for me. Yeah, my list of demos that I've got on the side down here. Oh boy, now you guys might have expectations. There's the one that had the mountain climbing one I'm gonna have out soon or later. I do like the basics of it. Like it feels really cool and it has potential, but sometimes it feels like, I don't know, it needs more like checkpoints or more easier way of getting back to where you are sometimes, and an easier way to guide you and direct you, because I do feel like you end up getting lost a lot in it, and then there's a lot of too many paths that are too far and become dead ends. But from that, it's actually really nice. And also, I think maybe, I don't know if it's good on controller, but the feel on like keyboard and mouse feels like because I have to use the like WSD keys and all that. Feels like you go from like 0 to nothing when you're spinning around. So I do feel like there's need to more speed up to it. I guess it's fun for what it is, but using an idea conversation. And ever since playing that, I think they did change. There used to be a bit where it's like you're spinning around, then you just hit a brick wall. Like, I'm pretty sure they fixed that up a little bit. Oh, gotta go looking down the list of who are the Wobbledogs. Words are gone. Knock that out. No, still do good luck with that game. Still plenty of other series to start. I can even still do a Planet Zoo series. Oh, it's nice. I still have done a lot of played up, haven't I? More that's coming along too. I gotta go back into puzzle parts, but then it locked me out. For some reason, I gotta investigate that. Mom? Oh, we still need to go back and do Windwell as well. Oh, still have to get the money to that. I think we do Stardew Valley. I have not played that since 2021. March 15th, 2021. What's too early, isn't it? Holy shit, I haven't played that one in 5 years. Too early, yeah, man. Oh, hang on, more than 5 years. 6 years. December the 5th, 2017. It's been really updated since then. Actually, me and my sister started to do like sister channel videos, but then that seriously went on very long. We'll get into we called more what fits it. I do want to. I like recording videos of that, but it doesn't really do as easy. Well, it's kind of hard to get onto it a bit more. I had a bit of a look at render as well, which is kind of nice. Then also downloaded the one called Inkscape, I think it's called specifically, which is an open source art program. I don't have much of a look at that. So I've seen some other game developers before. The Wobbledogs. 154 Wobbledogs, God. It's so nice finally getting this golden wool like tangled up around. Oh my god, you're a big dog, man. Oh my god, dude, you're hungry. Okay. I remember there's to be adults hanging around. Not to like. Although with more else. Oh wait, bleeding. You got some bleeding to do. I'll do those too. Oh god, I'll just do those. We're gonna have a big papa. Big little ducky. Just got my socks on. I finally like put on pants. It's starting to get a bit chilly. Really cold in the morning. Have that? Has been lately? Get to go to the market smell as well. They're really cool. Oh, I ended up finding finger lines for like $3. Like, oh my god. Whole packet of it too. Like, you know how you get packets of like raspberries and blueberries? Or blackberries, packets of berries. I ended up finding a packet of them. Of the finger lines. And I'm like, oh, they'd be $8. But I'm so glad I picked them up. Because the tag did say like $8, and I'm like, okay, I'll pay for that because I like the finger lines. A nice little special surprise when I got to the counter. It's like, yeah, these are $3, and I'm like, what? I should have had one before coming in there. Little finger lines. Doggies. Oh, I got the horns coming in. Start pouring out some more. Yeah, maybe I should start learning the drawing program. It's either that one or another one. Another one that's not exactly the drawing I need to make making a little doggy comic. Like if we start knocking out the barriers between me making doggy a comic for these little dogs that I made. Even these guys. Really interesting. But I mainly want to make it about the little crochet dogs that I got on my desk. Like, there's like, not much separating between me doing that and not if we at the moment. Oh, except for my time management skills. I just realized something when I was watching someone play a game. But this comic got me, or what the dialogue in the game got me thinking about this. The dialogue specifically says that you should rely on other people to do things, but you're alone. Especially when you look and this thing you currently at. You're basically told to do things all by yourself. Look after yourself, basically. But you got to do everything by yourself. I don't know how you explain it, you know. I know what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's kind of annoying like that. It's a bit like, oh, this is someone else's job until you don't get paid for it. And then it's like, oh no, this is your job. And it's like, but is it really? For some jobs you get separated even more. Because this thing about, I don't know about where you guys all come from, but especially when I go down to like places, usually they're pretty like uncleaned, and usually that's because they don't have enough cleaners and they don't bother paying cleaners. But that doesn't mean that has to be everybody else's job to clean up a place. Someone could just do the cleaning. But also, if you do like your workplace, you probably would do cleaning or clean up after yourself. Oh my god. This is catching Patch's attention. This fella is. It's like, he's got floppy ears like him. Like, oh man. This is actually going to be a really large dog, isn't it? Well, that's for me to figure out in probably 3 episode time. Someone gave me this little thing. I don't know, kind of what we're gonna end up doing with it. Yeah. Visitors around left for the lands as well. So I ended up with this little bug oiler thing that Patches is jumping into. I just realized on my bike that the pedals got smashed up from when I cashed off it as well off my bike. Oh god, Wolf 2's got knocked in the head by Wolf 8. Now that makes a lot of sense. Mate, you gotta eat something. Oh, good job, mate. Oh, here we go, babe. So, look at Chavo, little papa. I really like his golden ears. I really just like that color. I thought it's the same color as the walls, and I just really like that. When looking down, I really like Mid's blue ears as well. I would have more of my mid ice cream, but it's been kind of hard to, you know. When you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you have to go to sleep like 7:30 at night or around there, or start getting too bad. Been late. Oh no! Wolf 2's gonna. I'll let him pass on now. I want to make more butter doggies. Oh my god, are you darker? Oh my god, boy, you're darker! Good boy! He's become a darker dude, you know, after I stop wanting so much, it happens. Oh, dog must have died here not that long ago. That's how I know. You try to go big. Ugh. I guess I'm also not high on caffeine at the moment. Little legs go for a spin. On lighter. Damn it. Light all over the place. Double, what are you doing to me? Couple of years. It's a full years. I don't think they really changed. Okay, someone's doing bait dancing. Yeah, since I've been waking up my sister who goes to work at like 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what brought that along if you're curious. That's been a wild one. Like really cold in the morning too. Probably be more like more easy in middle summer instead of winter. Like currently it's winter where I am. Winterland. And I've been doing it through the darkest days of the year. So like these are pack the odds for the darkest days of the year. I'm still gonna go look at the sunset in the morning. I was meant to do that. Like Papa see it wise up and everything. Just the thing is I'm waking up that early in the morning. Guess we're going for this now. Ended up cocoa powder as well. I've been at that for a little while. Must be over time getting able to find a vibe of the conversation. Go with it. I don't know how to explain what I could do sometimes with like a conversation. This is probably sometimes reference to being a smartass when you sometimes the paths I go down to. But hey, that's not with everything, but I don't know. Wolf 8, you're getting old! He's an old boy now. Let's go bleed him for one last time. I was small for a moment, I went down the garden, but I have came back on. Fine. So that's how I noticed that the bike's pedal was all the way back in. End up on the way back, every man his dog decided to come down on the other side of the road at the same time towards towards like the shopping center I was coming out of. Didn't there be when I was looking at when I was riding around today also But the electric bikes seem to look like they take a longer time to get down. But I guess that's before vehicles when they get to a higher level. Monty. Like higher level vehicle of speed in the end. I feel like they take a longer time to accelerate. I guess trains might go against that as well. Because tires seem to take a while to. Motorbikes tend to be the hardest thing to stop. Cars tend to have better bikes than motorbikes. Motorbikes are really fun. Just also, you have to at least, you know, be wary of that, be around people with motorbikes. That's what my dad always says, the difference between driving the two vehicles. Is usually biking. Actually went got nice, like, coffee and a cookie yesterday too. It was really nice. They show some of those like off on like the really big show as well. But I didn't warm up my cookie that well. Like it's kind of annoying. Not getting that paid for as well for me. It's only kind of annoying. The spot I'm in is I have to be like careful, you know. Me excessively careful, but what then? I never have to be that careful. But I have to be that careful. I can't stay on the mind. Oh, at one point, bit of a funny story with that. Like, people throw by and they buy me on a coffee early on. And I didn't quite clue that it was gonna end up buying it for me until after I like said the whole thing. I'm like, oh, does that coffee I was gonna get? Because I was getting myself out of stuff, but they wouldn't got me. Yeah, that's when they stuck that in. So I'm really like trying to like look around. So I got like native plants. So I got 2 finger limes, and my parents also came, so they had got a bottle brush, a small bottle brush that doesn't. A lot of time when you have bottle brush, if you don't know what a bottle brush feels like, haven't seen one, they really have this roughness to the leaves, but because this bottle brush is very small, like this is smaller than the 3 plant I got. That's a white bottle brush. It's about half a meter. This one's meant to be for the pots, and it doesn't have that real roughness about the leaves. Like when you touch it, it's not very rough. It's something I wasn't a big fan of when I was a real young of a kid. Like when I was really young. I was never big on that. Yeah, and it's a red type of bottle brush. It's like a typical red one, but it's very much more softer, and it's much more smaller than even like the white one I got, which is half a meter. So I think it's lower than that. I think it might not even get up to that high in theory. So yeah, and they also got another wed plan as well. I don't know what the other wed one. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, and up with two Dingo bushes. Don't think they're the same type, but they are wed. Wed finger lines. There's something going on there. It looks so cool. I don't know if you guys have seen videos where I've talked about it more or not. Yeah, they're like a whole like membership thing hanging around of the native plants and everything like that. But the biggest problem is, I guess, paying for the membership, but that's like, you get that amount for the year and all that. Oh no! Wolf 2! But what I'm trying to say there right now, the biggest problem is getting to destination, but I would like to access their, what they call their seed bank. Will be really good, because I do want to get, like, more vegetables. And fruit. Like more bush tucker in a way. Where did Wolf 2 die? No, Wolf 2! I wasn't here for your last moment. I don't know. Alright, so with it. Oh, Trouble, I got dinner for you. Look at that. Good boy. Oh, girl, I don't know. Oh, let's just call you Bled. Time for the little puppy to get initiated. What? Huh. Wolf 2 didn't take long to be eaten. Oh my god, look how big the head is compared to this little puppy. Eat it, mate. Oh, you're still a teenager. Get in there. You're still a young fuck. Young doggy. And look at that. You even got an appetite for it. We on the too. Get away, mate. Oh, extras returned. Extras here for the goods. I should be doing thumbnails for these streams, but oh, extras around. Ah, whoops. Too sexy enough. Oh, extra taking haul. I like how that's extra's best skill is playing dead. Next to the dead dog. Oh my god. Oh, I missed it. What was that marking? 50. I have to clip the 50. I might make a short out of that. That'd actually be an interesting short out of. Mine's gotten lighter. I don't know why did I call him Iron for? Well, couldn't think of any names. That's it. Sure, we can click bagel. Look at that. First meal. Let me set this my little puppo. Full on moment. Full on head at the moment. Oh, extras arrived. Extras after dinner. Oh, Bo. Stop, little bugger. Yup. No living dogs. There we go. Huh? It's bulldog. Twofold yet. Why don't we call it? Should call two-headed though. Two-face. Like, yeah. Oh my god, boy. What have you become so delightful? Mate, can you stop being a little devil? Oops. Next to the sin, like, I don't want to be whacked, and he's like, yeah, normal Sunday. Normal day. I don't know why Sunday came up. It's not even a Sunday yet. Oh, Sunday's my show come up, but you grumpy bugger. Like, ooh, what are you doing to me? You don't have to clean up everything. Nature Boy's getting old. Glee. Very interesting. Someone is trying to look at that, huh? He's saturated color. Hmm. He's starting to begin his buff phase. The dog is. I want to get more wool colors. That's probably the biggest limit to what I could do with the crochet is the colors. It's turned all light on me, man. Yeah, I did the pigments and all that. God, this one's very much. Bagel Levy, it's very much an asshole. Not nobody. Why did you turn lighter, my friend? Oh, extra sounding all line. You better be careful of following the extra too much. You know, branching is more. Extras being paid for branching more than plain dead. I'm surprised. There we go. Extra little prankster. No, I'm encouraging it. Oh god, the dog's looking at me. Down upon us all. Ugh. Unluckily, he's got issues over there. Not not to be like not have that negative vibe, but you need help likely in a moment. Doesn't sound like the finest thing in the world to say, doesn't it? Likely. Come on, man. Yeah. Oh god, it's not the best way. There we go. What? No wonder you're having issues. What? How did this happen, mate? I just had to shake him into shake his head out of his body. That's all I had to do there. Doesn't seem very good, doesn't it? I was doing that. I don't know. Body is kind of stuck in itself. Yeah, he's a very different dog. Mate, come on. Yeah. Puff that body out. Come on, buddy. Your chill's falling. I save the neutral for somebody else. Not a new dog. Okay, we can call you dog. Get in the dog. Dog, get in there. But it's dunking in it. Oh god. Oh god, dog's gonna be quite big too. Mine has emerged. A lighter dog. Oh boy. And he must have eaten a lot of that. He feels very saturated by the god. Must have eaten wolf. Which one's hungry? Mitt. Oh, Blood doesn't want to open up their eyes. They're a bit miscoordinated already. Beverly's in the corner. Look at these, just makes me want to have churros. I guess I can make an air fryer now. Does. Whoops, I was meant to play some. I'm doing that thing again where the peas are confusing me. I wanted to do some painting, but I haven't done that yet. Cookie. He's gotten lighter or darker. He's lost a full-on head. What? Nope, you gotten lighter, haven't you, mate? What? Yeah. Yesterday, all day before that one, yeah, day before that, I also ended up getting top chips. So I'm gonna make some cookies with fancy top chips I ended up getting. Alright. Now being picking to do this for the clients. Whoops. Iron mitt. Mitt iron. The iron mitt. Trying to make that work, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Read these two together. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, dark blue one. These two. There you go. The olive green. I really like the olive green. Really nice shoe color. Fine. Let's do that, huh? Not that massively lighter. Do those two. Yeah, I wanna like the native. Well, I got the native plants from the finger limes. Yeah, that place has like super on the name, but the biggest problem that I find with that is that I can't get to it very easy. Is the biggest problem in that one. No, I have to have a look better in. I have to. I'm like recently getting like phone calls to let me go through, but then the messages aren't being translated, so I don't know like who's calling you at the same time. Like if it's important or not. I'm not seeing if it's important or not. I did try to do what it says. It's just like, nope. Funny joke. Do those ones. I don't know if we went backwards or not the problem. Like that color. If I'm truly being honest, I hate that color. See that real, that blue green color? It looks awful to me. Nothing to. I got rid of it pretty early on. Good. That one looks very darkish. Yeah. I tell this darker liner too with different shades of black. I don't know what I think about the colours. I like the brown body, but everything else is a bit pastel. I feel like they go together that well. Oh, that's for me to forget about and figure out what the hell's going on here. Alright, mate. Let's just get you off there, buddy. Those dogs are getting up to something. This poor dude. Getting her ass. Especially they will devour you. Being at the cause of existence. Oh, knocked you out. Mate, can you not, bite some poor dude's tail? Leave the dude alone. There you go. Trouble's becoming an older person. Maybe this is all extras behind this all along. This may be what extra desires. All children to fulfill his immortality. Started off as something else, but then eventually all became about extra. I'm the immortal dog. All must fear the immortal extra. Oh, tiny. Go boy. Golden child. Double. That was somebody good says my phone picked it up. Still looking like, what is this? Big hole. Look at the young blood. What the hell is this? That's a bit trippy, and then like this comes pumping out. Sounds so purple. Like. All that colors stuff. Even more these saturated colors going. Got some dirt in there as well. Not those much. Like this a little bit. Next just got a lot. But then they've upgraded kind. None of the extras. Just had some full extra upgraded ones. The base one does not. Oh, you have a plus. Big bunny, white bunny. This one's a plus too. There we go. Oh my god, so when is trying to get this little devil is I see little devil. Oh, I see a word off, I don't know. Oh, he's a teenager, that's what he's got the weird ears for. I really like that word, but Likely Man is really struggling. Hmm. Get out of it, guys. Just to sit around. Turn around. What's the light? Come on. They always just turn light. The one with the light. Hmm. Bleed and time. These two together. You need to wind a body just for a better quality of life. You mate. And I'll also be able to like sell plants apparently. I know that means I can just give them plants now. Like pot plants. I pretty much know that, but that includes me. Cause I would like to get like be able to give those plants to somebody by making a bit smaller plants. Where you make a profit on it. Because like something you do have to like, you know, move out of the out of your road, down growing it. And you wanna like give it to somebody who would grow it probably. And if you want like go a smaller plant and go choose from the gardens. Guess we're going for those two. Give me like these purples and bounce it off. There we go. Yeah, not the last dog. Oh, there we go. Oh, what the hell are these? What is this color? They're so much different than the other colors they were all at. Ugh. The light color. Mate. There we go. The phone looks a bit more enthusiastic about getting everywhere. Oh, there's a dog egg. The next dog's gonna be a normal dog. Just gonna go in these incubators. Hope you guys are having a nice good old day today. Or an exciting one. Whatever one works. Whatever one it happens at the time period. His hair will even make it blow out. I tapped the 0 on my number pad. They have become lighter. Oh boy. It looks alright. And I need to do 2 head. That's a name for a dog I need to do. Oh, back of the teenagers out. Going for a walk. I'll should be right back. I'm gonna put on some VR boots. How's it going for you guys over here? Yeah, I just put the boots on because I had socks on before, but then they've all really gotten a bit wet and all that, and I'm like, oh, I want to take these off, and then I don't want to put more socks on. It's not being wearing them a bit is after the shower, put the Ugg boots on instead of putting some new socks on. Then when I go to like bed, I generally put on socks. Then I like that better because a lot of time, like last winter, it was kind of annoying. Like putting on socks, taking them off when you get when about to go to sleep because I gotta put moisturizing cream on the bottom of my feet. Nah, that's going too much information. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's a great problem to have, especially when it gets bad. I mean, sarcastic with that one. You had it bad a few years. I guess I had it back since the time I started high school. I haven't had it that bad ever since, really. Because it's dermatitis. It's not that great. Why did it have it on the hands? Even that's better. Because that made that one really bad when I first started. Like, those they were very big and they were impacting the way you walked. It was insane. Because I want to at least do like a wear cat like person with before we start Widmold series. I do. Like vampire cult. And I want to get the werewolves to naturally spawn with the area within the land as well. Then eventually have to make that its own. What is extra doing there? I thought extra's messing around in his tail. No, it looks like it was for a little bit. Oh, dog egg. Unlimited potential is what's inside of that doggy. Dog egg. No, every manny's dog decided to be in here today. Or every dog. But the point of every manny's dog is meant to say every person and everything. And everyone is in one spot. If you don't kind of understand what I mean by that one. Oh god, you bit struggling like that. There. Oh, bye mate. Bagel's off. Teen bagel. Just a day off, nerd. Now he's had dried up blood around him. Specifically get out of the white slime. Don't know when it bled at any point. I don't remember it bleeding. Would have been a little bit. Nothing too big. And I don't think it did for the sleep either. Weird it was. I had that before actually. That's not the first time I had it. But I did that a little bit and that was it. I don't really get them very big, just small ones. If I get a nosebleed, most of actually at one point, what's worse than that end up being worse than a nosebleed, like out for like mess everywhere, was that I once bumped the head off a pimple, a pretty bad pimple on my face, and it had blood over me and all the sheets. It's like one of the worst like messes I've encountered. And now I think it was just one, but it could have been multiple as well. Oh, still keeping the wet ears. I see you like the wet ears. Oh, doesn't like the patterns anymore. Okay. I guess that's alright if you don't want the patterns. Pattern smoothness. There's not even any patterns to exist. He took away all the patterns. No patterns for Bagel. Just the wet ears. What are you doing in the corner there, mate? Yeah, I'm making these little mini chewers. The last time I made them in the air fryer. The first time was a bit like, oh, needs a bit of work, but the second time, it worked so well. Perfectly. It was so cool. God, Blend's going for a lot of life changes. So I hope, so I should make more churros. I'm gonna make cookies soon. I got the fancy chocolate chips, but I devour them. But I do want to have them before we start really putting them in coffee. I did have to put a bit of them in coffee at one point for both me and the system. There's a lot down there. Mainly I want them for the cookies, but I also want some lunchies for myself, you know. Oh yeah, I just realized all my dogs are gonna have little devil horns. Ah, clearly someone does favor something there. More than they care to think about. Dog. Oh my god, he's gone lighter. I guess the only lightness I can expect for him as he has white ears. He's a light boy. He's not meant to be ever a darkness boy, I don't think. But you know, darkness can also be light. Here you go, mate. I don't like Lee. What are you doing there? Get out of there, actually. I missed. Going adult now too. Bagel, get down here. You're not an adult. Same with you, teen. Teen dog. Nope. Oh. Adult must have overworked themselves. Billy, starting nice and young, yeah. There, Bagel. Billy, he's living up to be a teenager. Devour it all. I was thinking, where is, No, you need to get in there. Get in there. I was thinking, where's extra lying around? Extra usually got a pretty good sniffer for that, for the dead. The recently new body parts hanging around. Trouble, get down there. Hang on. Trouble, I need to do something, I think. I feel like. I think it's Trouble on you. Waste an adult or not? Excuse me, does that look like, special meat? Oh, X just find it. Misa, Miha, no, Misa. Is it Misa? Misa? I'll never be good at pronouncing it. That must be Japanese. I'm not very good at that either. But I'm pretty sure they learned me how to pronounce Japanese, but English. I'm truly being honest. They didn't have the greatest features, but hey, that's just where I come from. Right! Oh, someone clearly is biased for being big and strong. Get that chunking down on that, mate. Good boy. Oh. You little bugger. I guess you'd be joining extra for more immortality. All your friends will eventually die out. I think extras is like, you know, when I think of extra as like, you know, an immortal character, I feel like extra is just the one who isn't an asshole, but just doesn't care, doesn't give a shit that much. Or doesn't, like, you know, well, no, like, they wouldn't be an asshole to you. They, you know, if they were in a story, they would be more like minding their own business and doing their own thing more than, you know, how sometimes you have in some stories you have the immortal bugger being an asshole. I feel like it should just be like a bit of a dickhead, but that's because it comes out of the point of how he wouldn't care as much as he probably should care, you know, about life and all that. Oh god, multitasking over here. Goodbye. Okay, oh no. Oh, collect that. I collect. That's what I think about when I think of extra as an immortal character. Would be like, they're not in the like asshole. They're not gonna want to kill you or anything like that. They just don't care, you know. I mean, they do care about some things, but they just don't care about life in a way. They aren't worried about their own life or safety because they're immortal. They might worry about others, but or desensitized to it at the very least. Oh, sure, mate. Oh, well and overtime. Maybe I should be teaching extra that. Holding over instead of just playing dead. Extra likes the little pranks. I don't remember if I did do Dinner Dog or not. Oh, that's so great, isn't it? Oh yeah. Trouble is a new adult. It's kind of nice and refreshing that something I've been watching a bit more lately that relies on that supernatural mystery type of genre. It's more like the characters are, you know, new adults. Or to the, you know, late teenagers to early 20s. Like, oh my god, that's so refreshing. Like, why did like a lot of TV shows have their characters set in like high school. Like, how? Why? They barely can leave the house when they're in high school. They barely have time to do anything. Like, oh my god. Extra's getting old? Oh my god, extra. They took away your immortal jugs, mate. No, extra's still around. Ah, you're not gonna like that later on. Let's see, where's our immortal jugs? We can go neutral, we go blue. Darkness. Yeah, sure. Good, doggy, good. Sorry, mate. You're gonna have to deal with him. Right? It is the asshole. The immortal asshole. Oh god. At least he can't mutate anymore and become a bigger dog. Oh, whoops. His little horns look so cool on the hand. Ah, mutate time. Look how small Buddy is. Sleepy times. Hmm. I'm kind of annoyed, you know. About not being able to do the puzzle parts again. One thing I don't like about online games is sometimes I feel like you have to commit to it, and I do want to go like do other things because the whole like other world of games around, you know. Like if you had that, if you're that person who sticks to one thing, then alright. But I feel like I don't know. I don't want to be restricted like that as much. I just like realized something while thinking about that. A lot of those mass multiplayer games, those type of game genre, they all tend to be at a younger audience. I don't know if any of you guys out there realize that they tend to be posted at audience, which is kind of like a bit rough and iffy. Like I wouldn't let like that I kid would go like beyond like single player games more. Like you have to always advise them get out of those situations too. And if they feel uncomfortable, they have to come to come to you as a parent or adult or non-adult. Oh, but I really likes cats and eyes. Ugh. I don't think people quite realize how computer literate I really am. I guess that is the right word. sometimes, like, I probably definitely surprise people all the time. Oh, he's putting patterns on him now. He just, like, went white in the green paint. It was just like, you know what? Oh, I thought I need some green paint on me, you know? Frisbee! Well, they were, like, called something different in other countries, aren't they? Oh, yeah! I really like finding the Frisbee. Actually, that would be a really cool one to have more of is, I think it might have been called D-Tag or something like that. It's basically like you're on a car and you have to throw the Frisbee around. And if it lands, then this person's out. I got two. Ah, bonus. Oh, they all decided to leave this now. They're like, we're free! Keeping the colors more saturated. Aren't you there, Moni? Buddy? I've got multiple dogs ready to go. Wasn't it, you know, you think by now, you think they would come to give people, like, more sports to do. At a small scale. There's something, they call pickleball. It's really tennis and handball, I guess, together. Basically, small courts with paddles instead. I guess it's like I guess it's like the middle ground between tennis and table tennis if they had a child together. That's basically what it would be. Let's go bagel and blend. Because I need to do someone else too. What? Ah, you two can go together. I have to look at something else too, which is sent to me in a very iffy way. Like, why do you send it to me like that? Like, they're texting me something or something else. Like, it's meant to be a company, and it's just like, oh god. Why do you send it in this such, like, iffy manner? Like, has no one told you not to text links? Like, oh my god. It's pretty funny too. A lot of that, what they're sending it to is something that I've seen when making my own website. It's gonna be something very annoying taking the long one. Oh, you got back to nobody is. I don't know which one I want to have now. Pretty odd that the pudding has got so much variety to them, isn't it? All the others don't have this much variety, I don't think. Well, this is what we're seeing a lot of because that's what I like. And I'm the one in control. Oh, two-headed doggy. Got two heads over here. Got two heads over here. Oh yeah, Fortnite game. It's out another show like I could have went to. So it's more one to look at. They don't really get fancy stuff down there. I'll dice in instead. Now I'm very tempted to, in my local show, put these little crochet dogs in. They've got an online presence. They're famous doggies. Even these guys are getting famous as well. Oh my god, they'd be really. These little cliche dogs would be so famous whenever they get a comic, getting their fame. They'd definitely be more famous than I will. Don't know, I'm not very good at it, but I guess that comes to the point of take that jump. Because you never know what that jump's going to lead you. But I also want to focus more on my game development as well. So it kind of comes down to the gray area. Do I want to add that on my list of things to do as well? I'm tempted. Also, I need to fix up my Steam page. I'm still not finished off doing the tax yet. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it the fourth time instead of it going like, yeah, nah, buddy. Or I can just skip that part I got stuck up before and come back to it later. I think. I have to pay attention to it, but I could do that right after this if I remember. As long as I get making the Steam page for what's outside. Going first. And have that on coming soon. Like we do. Just give some tiles for everything. And then I have to make a new trailer for that as well. I'll just use the current one I have. I've got all the hit boxes working, and her boxes reworking on that one. That was like the biggest problem, trying to get them reworking. New updated version. So I've got like mobile controls in there, and I'm pretty sure they made it easy so you could put like controller controls in there. I put some more controller controls in there, and I guess yeah, trying to get all the controller type of controls in there. Oh, I'm trying to go looking Switch there later. But do something fancy with that. My memory is very short lived. Someone did tell me how to do that one. What I need to investigate into. So have a look in this. I'm not back. Again. They might expect it. I don't know. Because of late they seem to be like, oh yeah, come to us. Small developers. I guess better than the Zero Dickhead. I mean, it's inedible that I have to spread it out everywhere. Spread the wings. Oh, well, he's just become a light boy. I guess he was always meant to be a light boy. Wasn't he? Do we need anybody else here or not? No, we need someone else. Admit. Bagel, but I don't think we did that yet. Feel kind of bad if one of them have the last line, but can't really help it. I just kind of like that one in the Oh god, and this would be the last thing we do before we end the stream. You like your brown, mate. I really like that brown. Like that really, something that I was, looks like something that comes out of pixel art, that type of coloration of brown. That's probably why I really like it. Yeah, I might look into doing more comics as well. Or comics with the crochet dogs. The little doggies in the YouTube channel. If you have not seen those, and you're probably watching on YouTube, have a look in like the community tab to see the little doggies and what I'm talking about. If you're not seeing them yet, little wild buggers. I don't know why they aren't, you know, getting showed off a bit more, or maybe they are. Don't know. But I feel like they're not overly. It's a thing I was doing in my sanity moment. Just taking photos of the little doggies and their little mischief. I guess if the impression thing is anything to go off by, yeah, nah, not a lot of you guys have seen it. So see, like when you put that towards how many subscribers I have, nearly half on one I've seen not that long ago, and that wouldn't all be subscribers. Like they wouldn't. Not everybody did what's in my baby dogs. It's fine. When nobody outside the channel will be either. The people wouldn't even know what they are. What type of doggies, especially the kelpies. The other ones, yeah, probably the border collies and the corgis. People probably know what they are off by first sight. Maybe I should be making more corgis. It's cool. 2%. Oh. Not the I've gone lower. I haven't really played much with it. The John program. I think it was specifically for programming. Alright, so save it there. So hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Have a great day. Or nice day. Think I've upgraded it all. He's gonna tell. Not much good. It's been gone like a little while. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the doggies. I've also made them a little teacup. If you guys have not seen that. Finally got the deciment out. Looks really cool. Yeah, that's what I did after like moving everything to dust. I decided, you know what, I've got no excuse. I might as well put it down. It looks cool. Haven't really done it that much. I think I got a bit of like painted a little bit, but that's about it. It's been here for more than a week now, which is cool. Ended up making a new Kelpie actually as well. Easy is a bit wonky, but hey, he looks cool. I decided to make another Kelpie, and because I can use more of the gold color a bit more comfortably, I've made him have more of an orange face rather than just nose. That's why I made so many Kelpies, and they're really easy to make because I just have to make nozzle yellow, the gold yellow color. And the rest of the body is just the brown, with the browns already rolled up in a nice little ball. Not undye wool here. I have to do something with it and make other things. So I hope you enjoy. I can make other types of wool color, and then I can make other things than that. That'll really cool. I made a bandana for one, which is really nice. I've also got a pattern for a pattern for a bow tie. I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna go off now, or maybe not. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Been watching for this long as well. Come watch around more videos as well. So yeah, the 1 week live stream's gone for me. This is going away. Not going too bad, isn't it? I had a little doggy try to get on my keyboard yesterday. Then when I was gone, like, keyboard mine. Like, wow. Have a nice day. See you next time. Thanks for watching.